powerful sweep ba for the Beverage Masters o a roaring comeback para sa Coca-Cola Tigers? We're here to find out kung ano mangyayari rito. And the first basket galing sa Coca-Cola, galing kay Alex Cabagnot. Benji Santiago kasama ko rito, si Kinito Henson as we take a look at the offense nito Magnolia na pinapahirapan ng depensa ng Coca-Cola. Dito Gabi, ayan, hindi halos may angat ang bola Kinito.
Ito, naglalabanan sila. Good defense being shown here by both teams. At alam natin, Azaman Benji, no? Only one quarterfinal series left unsettled. Ito na po yun. Because yung Barangay Ginebra ay pumasok na sa semifinals.
Yes, totoo yan, ano? At eto, may 9 seconds sa shot clock at 2-0 tayo. Nagagana binabanggit natin, Alex Cabagnot had the first basket of this ball game. They need every point na makukuha nila, especially from their key players, especially from their imports who combined only for 14 points back in game 1. Alam naman natin ang Coca-Cola Tigers nakailang palit na, especially doon sa kanilang small import. Si Brandon Dean. We're taking a look at the two coaches. Coach Shotang Kinsen, kanina naman si Coach Binky Favis. Kanina nahirapan ang opensa nito Magnolia Beverage Masters. Let's see, this one, Dondon Ontiveros comes up short with that jumper. Alex Cabagnot quickly to Brandon Dean. Dean is guarded by Olsen Rosella. Looks the pass punta kay Nick Velasco through the outside jumper. That won't go.
Well, nakita natin, no? A pick and pop play here with Brandon Dean at saka si Nick Velasco. You would much rather see a pick and roll rather than a pick and pop.
This time around from point blank range, Dorian Peña gets the first basket para sa Magnolia Beverage Masters to tie the count.
Peña gives a lot of assistance para kay Amal Macaskill, no? Because he's there to clear the boards, play tough interior defense, frees up Macaskill to do other things on the floor.
And usually sinasabi nila pag umiscore like si Dorian Peña, that's already a bonus para rito sa Magnolia Beverage Masters. A turnover called laban rito sa Coca-Cola Tigers.
At nakita natin yung matinding depensa ng Magnolia. In the conference so far, Magnolia is giving up only 89.9 points a game. That's less than 90. That's number 2 in the league. And that tells you what kind of defense that this team can play.
But Coca-Cola is also applying good defense here against Magnolia. Eto, nasa Coca-Cola sila umaatake ngayon. And that's the second basket para sa Coca-Cola. Still, Alex Cabagnot. 4-2 in favor of the Tigers. Also Rosella fronted by Brandon Dean. They go to Dondon Ontiveros. And a foul away from the basketball spotted here by our referees. And that's a foul against Mark Macapagales first.
Benji, nakita natin si Macapagal, no, taking on Lodi Tugade. And he's a surprise starter because in game 1 sa serie nito, si Katli ang nag-start in that position, number 2 spot. But Mark Macapagal is known for his good outside shooting, also his hard-nosed defense. He's big hit on the break here by Coach Binky Favis.
Well, for sure, Lodi Tugade is going to be a marked man. That's why they put a mark on him. Si Mark Macapagal. Bagsak si Olsen Rosella, an offensive foul called against Coca-Cola.
You can see that Coca-Cola is trying to set up Brandon Dean. Ang balita kay Brandon is that at practice, he has been a most explosive player. Pero wala siyang halos pinakita, no? Nung game number 1 sa serie ito, held down to only 8 points. And you saw Nick Velasco trying to give him a pick. Yung nga lang natawagan ng offensive foul. So you see that there is an effort to free up Brandon Dean.
Brandon Dean, a former Harlem Globetrotter, shot 3 of 11 lamang in that game 1.
At ang balita, partner, is that this Dean is a windmill dunker. He's such an explosive scorer both inside and outside. But ano nangyari sa game number 1? Well, Dondon Ontiveros played excellent defense on him. Now it's Olsen Rosella's turn to shadow si Brandon Dean.
Mark Macapagal from the corner. Can't find the basket from that spot. And it's still 4-2 in favor of the Coca-Cola Tigers. It's also Rosella going to Dondon Ontiveros. Di makatanggap ng bola si Amal Macaskill dun sa ilalim. Tuwagdyado siya. Ito si Jason Dixon. Lodi Tugade from the outside. Wala. Rebound. Ito Macaskill. Posting laban rito kay Jason Dixon. Gets his first 2 of the ball game.
That's an excellent post-up move. Kita-kita natin ang kilos, no, ni Amal Macaskill. That's the move of a natural center. plays the 5 position. He played for 4 NBA teams. He's got a lot of experience behind him.
And 20 points back in game 1 of this short best-of-3 series here in the quarterfinals. Samantala, Nick Velasco firing away, and it's in. His first basket of the ball game.
And you notice also it's in that sequence, no, si Dorian Peña ang tumawa kay Dixon, and that allows McCaskill to go up against the local. So Coach Shotang Vincent really doesn't want McCaskill to give up too many fouls guarding the import.
Brandon Dean is not taking a shot yet in this ball game. Mike Makapagal for his second attempt from the same spot. Still nothing. 6-4 pa rin. Although lamang rito ang Coca-Cola Tigers umaatake ngayon ng Magnolia Beverage Masters.
Benji, kitang-kita natin, no? Si Dixon halos hindi makahawak ng bola, no? San Miguel denying him the entry pass. Coca-Cola forced to take the outside shot. In that particular sequence, again, the big man ng Coca-Cola, no, not able to get his hands on the ball.
It's like the logic is there. Take away the import and an import-flavored conference. May advantage na kagad yung kabila. Jason Dixon only had, 6 points in game 1. Right now, ayan, hirap na hirap makahawak ng bola kinito.
Well, stationary siya. When you're stationary and then you wait for the entry pass, the defense is going to collapse on you, so you have to move so that the defense is not able to collapse on you.
Also, Rosella just rattled one in from inside the key to tie the count at 6-all. 7-10 dito sa ating first quarter pa lamang. Dixon, fouled by Dorian Peña. They're frustrating him early in this ball game already, Kinito.
Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, no? Peña will be giving up his fouls on Dixon to spare McCaskill. Ito si Coach Shotang Vincent, one of the most cerebral coaches sa liga natin. Dixon, what a woeful performance in game number 1. Only 6 points.
And this guy usually given a lot of free throws in every ball game of Coca-Cola Tigers. But back in game 1, halos, hindi ganun napadalas ito si Jason Dixon to take free throws.
In fact, he went 0 out of 0. Walang free throw ang binigay ng Magnolia, no, kay Dixon. That's also a mark of a good defensive team, no? You don't want to give free throws. You want to play tough defense. Defense with your feet, not with your hands.
Well, he knocked down both free throws earlier as they take the lead once again, but also Rosella have other things in mind, shooting from the outside. McCaskill, the second offensive rebound here in the first quarter, goes for the jump hook and it's in.
Yan ito sinasabi natin, the natural moves of a center, of a pure center. And he's got that nice touch off the turnaround with a baby hook shot. And Dixon, because he's smaller, he's gonna have a hard time.
And he makes his own play. That time around, nakita natin yung kay Amal McCaskill. Nick Velasco for the deep corner for a DM press.
Yan ang versatility ni Velasco, no? He can hurt you outside. He can also post up and score on putbacks. So he's a good inside-outside player. And that time, he brought McCaskill away from inside the basket to try to defend him.
Now McCaskill taking it strong. Laban kay Jason Dixon. He's got 6 in the ball game.
You know, the way McCaskill is scoring, Coach Pinky Fabis must be wondering, do we double him or do we stick with Dixon guarding him single coverage?
Jason Dixon, kailangan umarangkada rin ang kanyang offense here. Maliban na rin sa to concentrate on defense against McCaskill.
Well, that's a good sign for Coach. Now nakakahawak na ng bola si Dixon. Not only that, he's already gone to the line.
So that's gonna from the three-point area back in game 1. Habla muli tayo, 13-all. Brandon Dean looking for Jason Dixon. Dixon gets the pass. Dixon na double team, kicks it out. Brandon Dean, quick pass. Over to Mike Makapagal with 6 ATM press. Wala ng press dito sa Inares. First quarter pa lamang tayo.
Tsaka Benji, napapansin natin, no? Si Dean is deferring. He's not going strong to the hole. He's not looking for a shot. He's looking to pass. Ito, an easy offensive rebound for Don Ontiveros. Very poor reaction on the part of the Coca-Cola rebounders.
Caught flat-footed that time on Coca-Cola. Scoops one in. Don Ontiveros for his first basket. Coca-Cola by 1, 4.5. Lead starting first quarter. Jason Dixon. At ito, marangkada na nga ang offense. Ito si Jason Dixon. 6 points. He only had those number of points back in game 1. The totality of the game.
At hindi pumunta sa free throw line yan.
Beverage with a DM press. Tabla na naman tayo. 18 all. What a first quarter so far.
Importante sa kanila that they go for broke. Number one, power offense. They've got to get the maximum mileage offensively, not only from Dixon but also from Asi Taulava. Limit free throws given. And they gave 32 free throws to Magnolia sa game number 1. Yung outsider team nila, they have to be on target outside. Their perimeter shots must be falling inside. They were 9 of 26 from three-point distance in game number 1. They need to be able to increase that percentage.
That is the second personal.
In the meantime, 3 minutes and 53 remaining dito sa ating first quarter. Ball goes back para rito sa panig ng Magnolia Beverage Masters. An offensive foul called against Coca-Cola.
Now, interesting switch, partner. Si Dixon, who has been able to wax hot very early in this game, is now sitting down in favor of Asi Taulava.
Ontiveros from the outside. Nope. Brandon Dean already has 3 assists. He had 6 back in game 1 and 2 steals.
You know, he's not going strong to the hole. He had an opportunity to penetrate and go inside. But again, he stopped his dribble and refers to his teammates.
About note, going to Asi Taulava. 5 seconds of shot clock on Coca-Cola Tigers. Does Asi know it? Yes! So it's that offense provided here by Asi Taulava. Pabalit kay Jason Dixon. Coca-Cola on top once again by 2, 2018. Makaskill will try his skills. Sabag kay Asi Taulava. Slam dunk na yun.
Makaskill is telling Coach Pinky Babis, you better double team him. Team me, because if not, I'm just going to score and score and score.
Velasco handoff to Dean. He's guarded by Mark Pingris. Brandon Dean. Now double team. Shot clock winding down. 3 seconds. Kabagno puts it up and short. Makaskill for the rebound. Here comes Lordy Tugade. Lordy, will he go all the way? Napatid. Well, he lost his footing. Nakabla nga Coca-Cola dito sa serye na ito. 2 minutes and 18 remaining sa ating first quarter. Asi Taulava has it. Jason Dixon is back on the floor para sa Tigers. Ron J. Buenafe seeing action for the first time. And Asi could be called for the offensive foul. No! It's a foul laban kay Danny Ildefonso. Nagulat din siya ron.
A lot of second unit players now on the floor. And Ildefonso showing a lot of intensity very early in this game. Kakapasok lang niya and he'll be matched up against Taulava. Now Mike Cortez also playing for the first time. He had 18 points in game number 1.
These are players who also came off the bench back in game 1 para kay Coach John Patricia. Ron J. Buenafe with a TM press.
His first shot, a lot of confidence behind that shot. Dalawa yun o tatlo?
Tatlo.
Tatlo.
23-20 na yun nasa scoreboard natin eh.
By the way, si Buenafe had 15 points in game 1.
Ildefonso off the mark with that shot. Buenafe. Asi Taulava and Ildefonso is getting to be physical between these two big guys. At ang bola nawala sa mga kamay ni Asi Taulava. They turn it over.
But good intention on the part of Coca-Cola. They want to have 2 big players playing the low post. So to keep Magnolia's defense guessing, sino ba ang didepensahan nila? Who will they focus defensively on? Asi o si Jason Dixon?
Makaskill outside of Don Tiveros. Turnaround jumper won't go. Dixon quickly to Ron J. Buenafe. Pero napalakas masyado yung paso na yun. He lost it. Another turnover. Is it a turnover? No! It will stay para rito sa panig ng Coca-Cola Tigers. Last touch sa Magnolia.
Alam mo kanina lamang, no? Pinapag-usapan natin si Brandon Dean. He's not on the floor right now. He is still scoreless. And, from that report of Dominic, he did mention that hindi pa masyadong agresibo si Brandon Dean in this game. Buti pa nga si Di Maunahan, no? Penetrating and going strong to the hole.
Naka-attempt na.
Oo.
49 seconds remaining, starting first quarter. Ronjay Benefit trying to shake up Mark Fingers. He fires from long distance. Tumalog lumalas. And here comes Magnolia. Jonas Villanueva. Now to Mike Cortez. Cortez to Danny I. Top of the key jumper is in. Ildefonso had 13 back in game 1, played for 25 minutes. Getting his first 2 here in game 2. Sa lamang ang lamang ng Coca-Cola. Ronjay Benefit, laban kay Jonas Villanueva. Di maunahan, 5-second shot clock here. Para sa Coca-Cola, di maunahan. First the shot, air ball. Rebound Macaskill. Last shot time, pero 4 seconds here. Mike Cortez, wala nang babaan for Pingris. Tatabig ni Ildefonso, hindi pa rin pumasok.
Papatayin po natin yung assists at saka yung turnovers, especially among the guards. And finally, check turnovers. We know that Magnolia led the league in most turnovers in this conference at the end of the double round elimination. So they need to be able to keep the turnovers in check and not give Coca-Cola more chances to score.
Well, when you said bottle up Dean and he's playing for Coca-Cola, I wonder which is better. Yung nasa bote o yung nasa lata?
All right, eto. We've just been talking about turnovers. Magnolia with a turnover.
And Coca-Cola leading by 1, gets the ball back here. Get things going para sa ating second quarter of action. Muli po Benji Santiago. Kasama ko si Kinito Henson, Dominic Roy, Peaches Abenin, and Asi Taulava will score at point-blank range.
Nice pick and roll play that time for Asi Taulava. And there was no switch. Taulava scoring inside.
Cortez going to Dorian Benya.
Looks like an offensive foul, moving pick.
As you can see here, field goals. Tigers 53-44 para sa Magnolia.
Both coaches are pacing their players. Si Macaskill is now sitting down. Brandon Dean hindi pa binabalik ni Coach Binky Pavis.
Ronjay Benefit kicks it out. Aris Di Maunan is there. Asi Taulava. Once again, shot clock. Bumababa para sa Coca-Cola Tigers. Taulava too strong off the board. Claiming he was fouled. Jonas Villanueva going to Mark Pinglis. Inside it's Danny I. Hand up, Dorian Peña. Block from behind by Jason Dixon.
And that time, yung interior defense of Coca-Cola forcing Magnolia to change shots.
Especially with the presence there of Jason Dixon, who never gave up.
Alam mo, Benji, pinag-uusapan natin yung defense ng Magnolia, but actually Coca-Cola is also a tough defensive team. They gave up only 90.1 points so far in this conference. That's just a notch higher than Magnolia. So yung Coca-Cola, hindi din masamang dumepensa.
Well, kanina naman natawagan si Asi Taulava ng offensive foul laban kay Danny Ildefonso. Danny Ildefonso, good job. Villanueva going to Danny I. And Pingris. And there's that foul called against Cesar Catley.
Magnolia looking for the mismatch now, and they feel that Pinglis, with his height advantage and his bulk advantage, can post up against Cesar Catley. Catley is more known to be a guard. Now he's playing yung free spot.
Ito na naman, dinidikdik na ni Mike Pinglis. Ito si Catley. And here's the pass. Napunta kay Jonas Villanueva, firing away from long distance, di pumasok. He had to make a shot. Eto Catley, naiwanan bukas. Nope. Mike Cortez will be the one setting up the play here para sa Magnolia. Ronjay Benefit playing tough defense of Mike Cortez. Mike Cortez bumagasa, blocked and fouled. Ayaw siyang iwanan ni Ronjay Benefit.
Well, good move by Mike Cortez. Kasi nakita natin kanina, no, that Magnolia really didn't get anything from their offense. This is a good sign for Magnolia that they're more aggressive now in going to the hole so that they can get to the line.
Unfortunately, hindi pumasok yung unang free throw nito si Mike Cortez.
And here's McCaskill checking back in for Peña. So malaking bagay yun, that Coach Shotang Kitsen was able to buy some good quality rest time for McCaskill in between the first and second quarter breaks.
Michael Tess splitting his free throws. You're down by 2. Coca-Cola on the attack. Dixon with a basket. 8 puntos na para kay Jason Dixon.
And very offense-minded. No, if Dixon can only match the output of McCaskill, then that will give Brandon Dean a wide opening, no, to be able to show what he can do offensively. But Dean is still not in the game.
Ronjay Buenafe, what a move!
Salamat!
Ibang klaseng crossover ang ginawa nitong si Ronjay Buenafe.
Napapansin natin dito, no, that Coca-Cola is picking up the pace. They've got the speed players on the floor with Ronjay Buenafe. Dimaunan is a defensive player, and they feel that they have an advantage in that respect.
McCaskill missing the shot. And the Coca-Cola Tigers, hindi nagkaamuyan. Yun yung sinasabi ron kung sino nga hawak ng bola.
Not very impressive.
Ito naman nakuha na yun eh. Parang ikaw mismo nagko-coach kay Brandon Dean. Brandon ka in one corner, shouting out instructions to Brandon Dean. Alright, let's continue with the action here as Magnolia is down by 6. Lordy Tugan is back on the floor para sa Magnolia Beverage Masters. McCaskill laban kay Jason Dixon. Now called for traveling. Nanggigil. Jamal McCaskill or Amal McCaskill.
I think Dixon also has adjusted his defense a little bit, no, on McCaskill. He's got both his feet planted on the ground, and he's pushing McCaskill a little bit away from his comfort zone where he can turn around and hit the baby hook shot.
So both ends of the floor, it's Jason Dixon who's doing a little better here compared to McCaskill. Now, ito, kapapasok pa lamang, nagpakilala na kaagad. Mark Telan getting his first basket of the ball game. Instant offense here for Coca-Cola.
Well, Telan has a lot to prove. He didn't play the last 2 games for Coca-Cola, and in his last 7 games, he was only able to score 2 points. So he has been able to match that output already with that field goal conversion.
Kasi nga naman, baka maging last game eh. Saka-sakali. It's time for him to wake up. Delian Nueva with a TM press. That's Jonas Villanueva for you. His first basket of the ball game. He really has that touch from 3-point area. Binaba sa 5 itong lamang ng Coca-Cola Tigers, 31-26. Nick Velasco. Now out to Ronjay Buenafe, driving the baseline. Aangat, di papasok. Mark Telan almost had it, the rebound. Now he'll be called for last touch.
And Coca-Cola sticking to that floating zone. No? You see that they're matching up on the outside, but you also see that McCaskill is anchoring himself underneath the basket, so he's not really guarding any man, he's guarding space. So you see a matchup zone here being employed by Magnolia.
McCaskill with a jump hook for him back in the first period. Now he has 10. He's trying to make it work for him once again here in the second quarter.
And that's his strong side. When he turns around with that jump hook on the right side, nahihirapan si Dixon to keep him away from scoring.
Now it's Jason Dixon's turn to score. Pero na-sandwich siya. Aris di maunahan. Driving! What a move here!
Yan ang tapang ni Di Maunahan. And Coca-Cola needs that. No? They need to be more aggressive, especially if McCaskill is being drawn away by Dixon on defense. That gives an opportunity for the penetrators to slash.
That's a foul called here. Laban kay Aris di maunahan. That's only his first. Earlier he had his first basket for the Coca-Cola Tigers. Meantime, Lordy Tugade going to Mark Pingers. The short jumper is in. Only the first 2 points ditong si Mark Pingers. Meantime, punta muna natin si Dominic Uy.
Benji, itong si Amal McCaskill nung last game, he concentrated on defense. Itong kay Jason Dixon, kaya naman 6 points ang skinner niya. Pero sabi niya, hindi siya natuwa dun sa kanyang offensive game. Kaya naman he vowed in today's game, mas gagawa siya. Today, he already has 10 points, pero mukhang gumagawa na rin itong si Jason Dixon. Sabi niya, kahit na gumawa itong si Jason Dixon, as long as they're able to limit him, they'll be okay.
Alright, let's see. Well, grabe naman talaga yung limitation na ginawa ni McCaskill dito kay Jason Dixon back in game 1. 6 points lamang para rito kay Jason Dixon. But right now, of course, sabi nga natin na-hurdle na nitong si Jason Dixon yung kanyang output back in game 1 and he's doing everything here para sa game 2. Offense and defense.
Now, Beverage is an interesting twist. Dalawang import ng Coca-Cola. They have that luxury of being able to play 2 imports. But in this stage of the game, Coach Binky Favis is opting to go all Filipino. Yung dalawang import niya, nakaupo sa bangko, no? Which is very, very surprising. Although Coca-Cola is up by 5, Coach Binky Favis feels that it's the locals giving them the effort, both defensively and offensively. So si Dixon at saka si Brandon Dean are now sitting down.
So we'll try to see here if this could turn out to be an advantage para sa Magnolia Beverage Masters when they have McCaskill there. And look at the efforts of the locals of Coca-Cola Tigers. Almost another turnover to Magnolia. But the shot clock's winding down. 4 seconds. Michael Tess puts it up for the press. 4 na puntos para kay Mike Cortez. Para sinasabi ng Magnolia, ganun ba yung mga locals na gumagana sa Coca-Cola? Pagaganahin na rin yung local sa Magnolia. Alex Cabagot. Gaganti ba? Nope.
May tulak doon.
Oo Lordy Tugade, out-rebounding Nick Velasco. Di makapaniwala yung referee natin.
Partner, Tugade had 15 rebounds last time on.
Yun career high. Para kay Lordy Tugade.
At hindi lang sariling kayo dyan, partner. You know that Magnolia was playing good team rebounding, no? And when you box out the big men ng kalaban, that gives an opportunity for small men like Lordy Tugade to grab the rebounds.
Exactly. McCaskill only had 11 rebounds back in game 1. Tugade had 15. Now, Asita Ulava, diniktik na gusto si Dorian Peña to get another basket. He's got 6 in the ball game. Labang ng 4 ng Coca-Cola.
Now, that was power play. Yung sinasabi natin kanina about Coca-Cola, that's what they need, power offense.
Tientres naman yan para kay Don Ontiveros. He's got 8 in the ball game. And don't look now. Isa na lang ang lamang ng Coca-Cola. Hoy! May foul yata downstairs. Malinis yung Blanca. Ni McCaskill. Dorian Peña could be called for another foul.
Well, tama din yung ginawa ni McCaskill. No? He didn't want to risk a 3-point play opportunity for Asita Ulava. So you go for the block. And ito yung pinag-uusapan natin kanina, yung dalawang import ng Coca-Cola sitting down on the bench.
You have the luxury of 2 imports, huh? Now, the 2 imports are feeling the luxury of just sitting down and watching their teammates still having the lead in this ball game, 39-36. Ontiveros, guarded by Mark Makapagal at natawagan siya ng traveling.
Makapagal doing a good job defensively. Remember, he started in this game for Coca-Cola.
39-36, the 3-point lead para sa Coca-Cola. They get the ball back. Nick Velasco is up against Lordy Tugade. Nick Velasco kicks it out. Makapagal. Now they go inside to Asita Ulava. And he fires away from the corner. Now there's Papa Ronaldo si Mike Telan. Offensive rebound and put back. 4 points in the game para kay Mike Telan.
Finding that opening si Mark Telan, no? That zone defense being played here by Magnolia.
A 5-point lead by Cortez, wanting to cut it down, falls short with that shot. Mark Makapagal has the leather. Ito si Alex Cabagnot, setting up the play. Mark Telan to Mark Makapagal. Makapagal spins, pumitin pa sa ere. Haskell was there to defend. Tugade. Foul by Mark Telan.
At Tugade at saka si Cabagnot exchanging some maybe not too kind words. Ito si Cabagnot, he's hard-nosed. Cabagnot.
Well, Lordy Tugade takes care of the first free throw of that foul ni Mark Telan.
Tugade had 20 points in game 1. That matched McCaskill's output.
And he splits his charities and Mark Telan comes down with the rebound. Alex Cabagnot. Cabagnot firing away from long distance off the mark. Tugade. Now it's Nick Velasco on him. Marcela. Peña. 10-second shot clock here para sa Magnolia.
Offensive foul was a moving pick, and McCaskill called for that.
Earlier, Dorian Peña was called for that kind of a foul. And McCaskill.
And still no sign from the Coke bench for either import to check back in. Si Dino, matagal-tagal na naka-out. And Dixon actually hasn't done a bad job. He's got 8 points in the game.
Meanwhile, the locals have been preserving the lead para sa Coca-Cola Tigers. Although they missed the scoring opportunity there. Don Ontiveros sa tulor ni Tugade. No! McCaskill. Peña.
That's a hard foul. And
Si Mark Talan na naman yun, ha?
Well, Talan is making good use of his minutes. Quality time ang pinapakita niya dito, ha? He's got 4 points. Ilan ang foul ni Talan? He's got 2 personal fouls. And 2 rebounds as well.
Well, may mga na-miss na games nga si Mark Talan, pero what a way to make up for it, ha? Dalawang hard foul kanina against Lordy Tugade. Now Dorian Peña. Sila ng Barangay Ginebra earlier on. And we're just trying to figure out if there's still going to be a game to be played here in the quarterfinals. That's what I've been saying before we went into the timeout. Are those 2 good fouls? They may be hard para kay Mark Talan. They'll expect nga na charity si Lordy Tugade. And look at Dorian Peña struggling from the 4.5-meter line.
Well, no rhythm at all in that free throw. In those free throw attempts, rather, when for Peña finally taking that shot. But partner, he's shooting 37.5% from the line in this conference.
41-38, lamang pa rin ang Coca-Cola Tigers. Ito, umaatake na naman sila with Alex Cabagnot directing operations sa offense. Nick Velasco has it, laban kay Lordy Tugade. Velasco looking for Jason Dixon. So he's back on the floor. Jason Dixon outside to Alex Cabagnot. He draws big, goes for the floater, wala. He gets the ball back, second chance, wala pa rin. Nick Velasco underneath, finally! 7 in the ball game para kay Nick Velasco.
And 3 attempts for Coca-Cola.
Di ba na nakaporma for rebounds or blocking out ang panig ng Magnolia Beverage Masters in that play ng Coca-Cola. Samantala, Amal McCaskill trying to have his way laban kay Asi Taulava. The turnaround jumper off the mark, wala man ng tinamaan.
And good defense by Asi. I pushed him away from his comfort zone, forced him to take an awkward shot from outside.
Jason Dixon laban kay Dorian Peña. Goes for the shot, wala. Last touch, Asi Taulava.
A very low scoring game here. In fact, Magnolia hasn't even breached the 40-point mark.
2 minutes remaining dito sa ating first half of action. Magnolia took game 1. Coca-Cola leading here in game 2, but this is just the first half. From the outside, that time di pumasok para kay Don Ontiveros. Although I believe he had a couple of 3-pointers already in this ball game. Lamang pa rin ang 5 ang Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola already in the penalty. 3-team fouls here in the second quarter para sa Magnolia Beverage Masters. Dixon. Pumapoma, laban. Oh, dalawa na. Tatlo. Bumabantay rito kay Jason Dixon. Could not stop him easily. No choice but to foul him. At ngayon, 3 throws na naman. Itong si Jason Dixon was not able to do that back in game 1.
Well, the way Magnolia is playing here, they've got their 3 frontliners grouped around the basket area. And that's why I'm saying that they're playing that sort of like a matchup zone. They've got 3 tall men taking care of business underneath para hindi makascore ng layups and limited ang mga putback situations, which only means that the Tigers must be on target from the outside. If Magnolia is making it difficult for Coca-Cola to score inside, then the outside gunners must be sharp and must be ready to put up the ball and be on target.
2 missed free throws para kay Jason Dixon. But the lead para sa Coca-Cola pa rin by 5. Now it's also Rosella laban kay Alex Cabagnot. Rosella going to Peña. They have Mike Cortez. Cortez driving. Hand off inside the Dorian. What a play for Magnolia. 5 in the ball game para kay Dorian Peña. Cutting down their lead to only 3. Ron J. Buenafe. Outside to Asi Taulava. And a 3-second violation called against Jason Dixon.
Again, ito yung sinasabi natin about the interior defense of Magnolia. They're forcing Coca-Cola to think twice before going up for that shot. No possibility to penetrate that stonewall defense of Magnolia. They had the ball outside with Asi Taulava. He had second thoughts about putting up the outside shot. Tuloy, nagkaroon ng violation. Now, in the same way that Magnolia is playing tough interior defense, the all-court presence defensively ng Coca-Cola has made it also very difficult for Magnolia to get any rhythm or any flow sa kanilang offense. Ito,
Ayun na naman.
yeah, it's the good defense ng Coca-Cola that's keeping them head above water.
So we're not at all surprised why this is a low-scoring ball game.
Yes, ito, another turnover here and a foul off the steal.
Seems like defense has been the name of the game for these two teams, at least here in the first half.
Well, defense also, and the fact that Coca-Cola has been very stingy in giving up free throws for Magnolia. In fact, Magnolia has gone to the line only 6 times. Coca-Cola 9 times. Ito, mabibigyan ng dalawang pagkakataon si Olsen Rosella. Now, nasa penalty na ang Coke, bata Magnolia, wala pa. 30 seconds to go. You see Brandon Dean.
Still on the bench.
And we've heard so much about him at practice, huh? And in 1998, when the Philippine national team, called the Centennial team, went over to the U.S. playing college teams, one of the teams they played was Arkansas, and Brandon Dean was a rookie for that team and played against the Philippine team. At yung nagsabi sa akin yan si Kenny
That was
Durandez.
the final score there, 113-85. Handily winning itong panig ng Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings. But right now, we really expected a tougher game here for these two teams. You can see the score naman, just a 2-point lead for Coca-Cola. Oh!
What a move here by Nakapagal.
Oh,
Not only was he able to get a bailout call para sa kanya, but also he got a big foul from McCaskill.
that's number 3 on Amal McCaskill. Shot ang kinsen.
Moving away from Makapagal, he baited McCaskill to give up the foul. He got it, and now he's at the line. And he's being given another free throw.
Yeah,
Ano yan?
tatlo yun eh.
That was a 3-point shot attempt. So malaki yun, malaking bagay yun. You almost count that as a 3-point shot. And we were talking about how important outside shooting is for Coca-Cola.
So now it's a 5-point lead para sa Coca-Cola Tigers. Quick play, kailangan dito ng Magnolia. Mike Cortez, handoff inside. And Alex Cabagot comes up. Well, Brandon Dean is inside. Well, started this ball game para sa Coca-Cola Tigers. Defending laban dito kay Jose Rosella, who could not make a basket from long distance. Brandon Dean has, of course, si Jason Dixon, Nick Velasco, Alex Cabagot, and Mark Macapagal. But mind you, we were already talking about Brandon Dean, who has not made any attempt. He's still 0 in the ball game. He only played 10 minutes. Not see action in the second quarter for the Tigers. Mark Macapagal, drop pass to Nick Velasco. Awesome.
Well, big gamble on the part of Magnolia. Nag-double team sila against Jason Dixon to be able to help out McCaskill that time, no? So you're seeing a different kind of defensive alignment here for Magnolia. They're playing with a zone, yet they are double teaming the man at the post. So they veer away from the zone sometimes. Oh, that's a foul.
Jason Dixon.
Jason Dixon will pick up only his first foul. And that will send Amal McCaskill to the line for 2 free throws.
Well, he does a very good job of sealing. McCaskill, 6'11" player, up against Jason Dixon, who's probably about, 6'8". So big height advantage for McCaskill. Once inside the shaded area, close to the basket, nobody can stop him. You just have to foul him if you don't want him to get the shot.
Magnolia is 4-1 upon acquiring McCaskill here in this Fiesta Conference. He splits his charities to lead Coca-Cola by 6, 48-42. Brandon Dean, his first attempt, and it's in, and it's a DM plus. How do you like that?
Well, that time they set him up. That was clearly a play. He set a low pick and then he moved outside to get the ball. And you know that should raise some eyebrows. why he didn't play at all in the second
Exactly.
quarter. Oh, look at that. Block shot inside.
Jason Dixon on Mark Pingree. 51-42 here. And what is this? Mark Macapagal too close for comfort. It will be called for the foul. Yes. Pangalawa yan, laban dito kay Mark Macapagal.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
So Pingree will be inbounding. Ito Danny I. Danny Siegel kanina, prior to the start of this ball game, we heard that he might play, pero he has not seen action in this ball game so far, Kinito.
That's true. Danny Siegel, missing ingredient here sa opensa ng Magnolia. And here's Dean going for another three-pointer. Hindi lang pumasok.
Oh. Also Rosella outside the Dondo Tiveros. Yes! The Empress! Oh, he's the guy with a hot hand. Even in the first half, he's got 11 right now in the ball game. 51-45. Jason Dixon. Naipit ng dalawa. Bigay kay ngayon. Nick Velasco is trying to work his way. Laban dito kay Danny I. Na double team. Falls away. Ayaw. Chance para sa Magnolia to cut down the 6-point lead. Rosella. Bumped by Brandon Dean. Nope. And it's still basketball para sa Magnolia. And Brandon Dean will be called for his first personal. That's already team foul number 3 laban sa Coca-Cola Tigers. Malinis pa ang Magnolia. Plenty of time here in the third quarter. 9 minutes and 18. McCaskill missing with a jumper. Mark Macapagal left open. The Empress. Mortal sin to leave Mark Macapagal open.
At totoo yan. Actually, a lot of the gunners of Coca-Cola, no, because they rely on outside shooting so much.
Brandon Dean. No choice. Si Olson Rosella kundi foul in ito si Brandon Dean.
Papansin natin dito, no, that you see signs of aggressiveness on the part of Brandon Dean.
Ayun, ayaw na nga mamasa eh. Pag hawak ng bola, tira eh.
Oo.
We'll see, pumasok kanina, meron siya 3-pointer. That's so far his contribution in points in this ball game. Good defense on the part of Magnolia. Alex Cabagnot fouling Dondo Tiveros before he could do a getaway move. Now the referees are talking. So it's just going to be an ordinary foul here called laban kay Alex Cabagnot. So it's just a sideline throw-in para sa Magnolia.
That is a second personal for team foul on the Tigers.
I think the consultation was whether that was a breakaway foul or not.
Yes, oo.
Pero there was no clear path to the basket.
Big response pass to McCaskill. McCaskill against Dixon. McCaskill dinidikdik si Dixon. Aangat, hindi pumasok. He gets the ball back, pero he lost it at the end line. Sayang na pagkakataon. So Jason Dixon is holding his ground laban dito kay Amal McCaskill. Nanggigigil tuloy ito si McCaskill. Dean shoots from the outside, gets another bucket, the Empress!
That's 3 3-pointers now for Coca-Cola here in this quarter. And they've opened up a 12-point lead just from sheer outside shooting.
He had 3 assists back in the first quarter when he played. He comes back here in the third quarter at meron siyang 2 3-pointers.
Well, I'm sure napag-aralan niya ni Coach Binky Fabis kung
Pagkakataon na kung sakasakali tatablayin nila ang serye na ito. And force a rubber match on Friday to be the only lone game in the PBA Quarterfinals. We take a look at Dondo Tiveros trying to get near the basket. Sumundot sa likuran itong si Cabagnot at matatawagan siya ng kanyang pangatlong personal foul.
Now, the kind of defense that Coca-Cola has been playing is now not paying off because nasa penalty na sila. And there's a lot of time left in this quarter. 7:44 to go. Penalty situation against Coke. At ang Magnolia has only 1 team foul.
Kanina yung pinakamalaking lamang na itala ng Coca-Cola Tigers laban sa Magnolia, 12 points. Right now, binabawasan yan. Ito si Dondon Ontiveros. And he makes good those 2 free throws. Cut down the lead to only 10, 57-47 with 7:40 remaining, the deciding third quarter. Muli po, Benji Santiago with Kenito Henson, Dominic Roy, Ichi Zabirin. Nandito kami sa Inares Center, Santi Polo, and Jason Dixon. Now double team, kicks it out to Nick Velasco. They got 7 on their shot clock. And shot is in for Nick Velasco. It's a long 2. He's got 11 in the ball game.
Good recognition on the part of Coca-Cola. Fingers is the man double teaming at the post, and his man is Nick Velasco. He's left wide open. Only a small man, Rosella, rotating against a much bigger Velasco.
Velasco at 17, back in game 1. Right now, McCaskill taking it strong to the basket. At meron na siya 13 puntos. Itong import na Magnolia Beverage Masters. 10-point lead for the Tigers here. They go to Jason Dixon, finding Asi Taulava in the shaded area, and Asi Taulava will score.
Now, kanina, you saw Coca-Cola going to the outside shot, but now they're going inside. They're using their power offense now to get points across the board.
Slowly but surely, the key players of the Coca-Cola Tigers are registering double figures already. Oh! Daniel Bitunso, they needed that one. Diantres, big basket, only his 5th point in the ball game. Alex Cabagnot going to Nick Velasco. Ito si Brandon Dean. They go to Asi Taulava. Asi has 10 points in the game. Jason Dixon, no problem with that medium range jumper. 10 in the ball game para kay Jason Dixon. So still balance scoring pa rin.
Yes, and Benji, nakikita natin nagpapasahan yung mga big men ng Coca-Cola sa loob, no? And they're taking advantage of their height.
And that's the result why they have an 11-point lead right now. Now, Danny Ildefonso made a connection earlier, pero not that time around. One shot at a time na nakikita natin for Magnolia here in the third period. You see a couple of sequences here. Asi Taulava.
Oh, they call the offensive foul, warding off.
Offensive foul on number 88, Asi Taulava.
That's foul number 2 on Asi Taulava. Although in complete disagreement, si Coach Pinky Favis.
And the entire coaching staff. Of Coca-Cola.
Aris Di Mauna, ibinilik nito ni Coach Pinky on the floor. 63-52 lamang pa rin ang Coca-Cola Tigers. And a foul away from the basketball. Parang yun ang signal ng re-entry. Ito si Aris Di Mauna. Took a bit of foul. Laban kay Olsen Rosella, and that's foul number 2 on
I'm
him.
sure Coach Vicky Favis didn't agree with that kind of defense because you stop the clock, you put Magnolia on the line, they get a chance to score free throws and cut this lead down to less than double digits.
Kanina pa nga, nasa penalty. Etong panig ng Coca-Cola Tigers. Now that's a situation that Magnolia could exploit here in the third quarter.
That's right, and we did say, before this game, an important factor for Coca-Cola is to limit free throws given. But in this quarter, they're giving up a lot of free throws and giving Magnolia the opening to come back.
Number 2 para kay Olsen Rosella. To make this just a single-digit lead para sa Coca-Cola Tigers, 63-54. Pero sila ang may execute ng offense here. They got Brandon Dean. Brandon Dean talking to Aris Di Maunahan. Di Maunahan. Naghahanap ng cutters. No cutters. Goes for the cross-court pass to Brandon Dean. Brandon Dean. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Fires from 3-point area. Hindi pumasok. Battle for the rebound. McCaskill winning out. Another chance for Magnolia. Ontiveros fouled by Brandon Dean. A hard foul. Down to the floor he goes. Ito si Dondon Ontiveros. His second personal. Nasa penalty na. And once again, free throws na naman for Magnolia.
Well, that was a frustration foul on the part of Dean. He just missed the 3-point shot. But, he has to have his court vision together. And he now has to be replaced. He scored 2 3-point baskets, but gave up that foul that gives Magnolia another chance to score points.
And Pumasok yung dalawang free throws si Dondon Ontiveros. From a high of 12, it's down to 7 na lamang itong lamang ng Coca-Cola. Asi Taulava going to Ron J. Buenafe. Forced to call a timeout here. It's going to be the third quarter. Pero they're already in the penalty. And the free throws, yun ang tumutulong para rito sa Magnolia para dumikit muli. Ayun na, halos ayaw mag-iwanan itong dalawang teams na ito. Mike Dolan, block! Dondon Ontiveros streaking down the hardcourt. Tumigil, binigay kay Olsen Racela. Pinalik kay Dondon, who fires away from long distance. Ayaw, McCaskill for the rebound. Big risk that hold on to the leather. Now na yung reklamo, could not get back on defense. Tuloy ang aksyon. Aris di maunahan. Di maunahan, sumusubok ng diskate, but a foul is going to be called laban kay Asi Taulava, the moving pick. Apologizes to the referee, but he's just so frustrated about himself making that foul.
Well, kanina Magnolia had a chance to score in transition, but in transition defense ng Coca-Cola, preventing an opportunity for the Beverage Masters to score. Rosera being given a lot of playing time here in place of Mike Cortez.
Ito, almost a completed steal here. Ron J. Buenafe, but there's a foul laban kay Dondon Ontiveros.
There's one foul on number 7, Dondon Ontiveros.
And that's number 2 on Dondon Ontiveros. Just the second team foul nito Magnolia. Was na sa penalty na nga po itong panig ng Coca-Cola Tigers. Now Mike Cortez is back in the ball game para sa Magnolia Beverage Masters. Mike Telan lobs a pass inside to Asi Taulava. Point blank range wala. Mike Telan trying to get the rebound, pero ball in the hands of Mike Cortez. Cortez, ball fake. Umangat! Palpal naman ang inabot kay Asi Taulava, but Magnolia still has the leather. Daniel off the glass and it's in! 7 points in the ball game para kay Danny Ildefonso.
Consecutive baskets being scored here now by Magnolia. You see a little bit of rhythm now sa transition attack ng Magnolia.
Bumaba sa 5 na lamang. At hindi pa rin naakyat yan after that miss ni Ron J. Buenafe, although nasa kanilang bola. Aris di maunahan. Shoots one from the outside. Rings the bell. DM3. 5 in the ball game para kay Aris di maunahan. Medyo kanina napapahimik na sila. He breaks the silence with that 3-pointer. Angat sa 8 lamang ng Coca-Cola. Amal McCaskill, laban kay Asi Taulava. Bangan and Amal McCaskill stretching for that left-handed lay-in. 15 in the ball game.
That's tough to stop. Now, Jason Dixon is not on the floor, so McCaskill is going to go strong to the hole, realizing that Asi Taulava is his defender. Not only that, Coca-Cola is in the penalty.
Mark Telanes pass, telegraph. Ontiveros. Changing directions. Oh! Nadong si Daniel Ildefonso.
That's already Dondon Ontiveros. Buti na lang daw dyan ka, kakampi. This is a big rally now being staged by Magnolia. We talked about having a little more rhythm sa kanilang transition attack. That time there was transition in Magnolia's attack.
Nick Velasco, laban kay Pingles. Di maunahan. Back to Nick Velasco. 5-second shot clock here. Ron J. Buenafe with a fall away. Yes!
A big shot. Boy, he's a clutch player.
7 in the ball game para kay Ron J. Buenafe. Yes, he is just a rookie, but he plays big-time basketball.
So much talent in that young kid.
68-62. Anim man lamang ng Coca-Cola. McCaskill outside of Mike Cortez. Repost move here for McCaskill. Laban kay Asi Taulava. Pagpihit. Naroon si Danny Ildefonso for the layup. 11 in the ball game for Danny I.
That's a mark of a veteran, an NBA veteran. McCaskill knew that he had no chance bodying up against Taulava, so he went for the pass.
He's not a two-time MVP for nothing. Danny Ildefonso with 11 points. Diba ang lamang sa 4 na lamang. Let's see, from the outside, Aris di maunahan. Nope, he gets the ball back. Post na reverse. Walang takot na galaw.
What a shot. Ildefonso took away his concentration from the play, and he paid dearly for it.
Well, ito naman si Ildefonso.
And there's the foul, penalty, free throws coming up.
Number 13, penalty.
Mike Delan ang tinawagan with that foul.
At sinasabi ni Mike Delan, he was just using his body and not his hands to stop Ildefonso. Called for the foul.
So Lordy Tugade, he finds himself struggling in this ball game after waxing hot with 20 points in game 1, 10 in the fourth quarter.
Well, new player on the floor for Magnolia, si Wesley Gonzalez.
Yes.
Hindi naglaro ng first half, is now in the game. So fresh legs with 49 seconds to go sa ating third period.
So no problema with those 2 free throws. Ito si Danny Ildefonso. Apat ang lamang ng Coca-Cola Tigers. They led by as much as 12. Mark Telan. Outside Juarez ni maunahan.
That's an offensive foul again and moving pick. That's the third or fourth moving pick violation by Coca-Cola.
And that's the 4th foul on Mark Telan.
Turnovers hurting the Tigers. They've got 14 turnovers now, giving Magnolia another possession. Pwede mag 2 for 1 dito ang Magnolia. If they can speed up this play, they might be able to get the ball back for the last play.
Mike Cortez, difficult shot. Aris di maunahan.
Wisely slowing it down because they have the lead.
3 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock here. Cesar Catley finding space for this shot pero hindi pumasok. Pwede pa? Pwede pa yan. Wesley Gonzalez going all the way. Hand off. Ball it. Or rather, Macaskill gets the basket. 1.7 remaining. Pabalik pa ang bola para sa panik ng Magnolia. Good hustle play on the part of Mike Cortez.
That's right. Deflection on the part of Cortez gives Magnolia another possession. Catch and shoot. Here we
Ready
go.
to get it! Nope! In the meantime, a foul laban kay Dorian Peña. What a big comeback para sa Magnolia Beverage Masters in the third quarter. Kinito down by as much as 12. And Danny Ildefonso waxed hot. Had 11 in the third period. Look at this, 70-68.
Well, nag-capitalize ang Magnolia sa penalty situation against Coca-Cola. They scored 9 out of 10 free throws in the third period. And Coca-Cola did not go to the free throw line at all in those 12 minutes.
Cecil Catley committing his second personal foul. Mike Cortez, pagbalik ni Mike Cortez, ang pumalik siya kay Olson Rosella. A lot of great things have happened para
That's right.
sa Magnolia.
He's getting the ball moving. And also sumigla ang takbo
Exactly.
ng Magnolia sa kanilang opensa.
Lordy Tugade nawala sa picture yung bantay. Patay! It's a 3-3.
And don't look now, Magnolia is now in the lead.
71-70. Magnolia has never tasted the lead in this ball game. Dominic?
Well, Benji, itong Coca-Cola Tigers, alam nila they're playing against a very talented Magnolia Beverage Master squad. Parang ang all-star lineup. Pero sabi ni Coach Mickey Favis, we need to toughen up on defense. Ganyan lang tayo mananalo. Let's not worry about fouling them. Sabi niya, last game, we were a step too slow. Ngayon, kailangan natin manalo. He reminded his boys that their backs are against the wall. Benji?
Totoo yan. And right now, they're behind in this ball game.
Now Jason Dixon, nabibigyan ng bola rito. He has been very quiet sa ating second half, scoring only 2 points, 2 out of 10. 2 out of his 10 total points coming in the second half. Dorian Peña facing up against Jason Dixon to allow Macaskill some breathing space on defense.
Donjay Buenafe lost the leather. Wesley Gonzalez. Nawala yung bola. With the intention of still tapping the ball in the basket. Baka nga naman
Or keeping it alive at least.
Nick Velasco can't shoot the three. Ito si Mark Macapagal. Will he shoot one over Lordy Tugade? Pero nandun sa poste. Jason Dixon with a turnaround jumper. Ito nga, tahimik pa rin. Ito si Jason Dixon. Michael Tess outside to Lodi Tugade! Nope! Pero nandun, bola pa rin. Wesley Gonzalez! Utilized only here in the second half. Look at that! The San Miguel franchise has never lost a best-of-3 affair game, especially if they win game 1. So you can see the advantage that they have leading this ball game right now. Brandon Dean erased by McCaskill. And the Dean says,
well, ito yung sinasabi natin about limit free throws given. What about what happened in the third period? 9 out of 10 free throws given up by Coca-Cola for Magnolia, at ang Coca-Cola didn't even get to the line at all in the third period. Now si Brandon Dean. 5'11" si Brandon Dean up against 6'11" si Amal McCaskill.
In the meantime, Lodi Tugade, ball stolen from him by Brandon Dean. 2-on-1 here, Brandon Dean to Alex Cabagnot. Basket here, 73-72. After a long while, Coca-Cola scoring here, just down by 1, 9 minutes and a half. Plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Muli po Benji Santiago with Kinito Henson. Sama natin Dominic Uy, Peaches Abirin, Lodi Tugade, finding his range back in the third period. Wesley Gonzalez on the final save of the third quarter. Fouled right now by Nick Velasco, and he will be shooting 2 free throws.
That is his third personal, second team out.
Coca-Cola, the last time they won a best-of-3 after losing game 1 was back in the 2003 Reinforced Conference Quarterfinals laban sa Red Bull. And what happened then? They went on to win the championship. Well, everything has changed right now. But of course, this is still anybody's ball game. Wesley Gonzalez.
Yan ang hugot, no? Parkinson. And Wesley Gonzalez didn't play at all in the first half. But I think it's important that if you're a player, whether you're a bench player, a third unit player or whatever, you have to be ready. Whenever the coach calls you to play, you've got to be able to put up and put out.
And they know the importance of this ball game. We're already here in the quarterfinals. Just a short series. They could finish this series tonight. Pero may offensive foul na itinawag laban sa Magnolia. At si Dorian Peña tinawagan ng kanyang panlima. So with 9:04 remaining, ball goes back para sa panig ng Coca-Cola Tigers. They're down by 2. Brandon Dean, they go to Jason Dixon, who has been quiet for quite a while, especially here in the second half. Wesley Gonzalez has it. Michael Bess driving, getting the basket. What a move!
Absolutely no respect for the interior defense and coach. Now you see the Tigers here looking to orchestrate a play. Very little movement sa kanilang offense, and they're not running picks and rolls.
Jason Dixon traveling.
Amal McCaskill standing his ground defensively against Dixon. Dixon completely out of sync now. Only 2 points in the entire second half.
And 10 in the entire ball game so far. Michael Bess now from long distance. Nope. Velasco collards the rebound here para sa Coca-Cola. 4-point lead for Magnolia Beverage Masters. The entire first half, they never tasted the lead. Jason Dixon sa ilalim. Oh, hirapan. Paduguan pero pumasok.
That's a good power move, putting the ball on the floor and finding the opening. He puts the ball on the floor, makes a move, and leaves him behind, or at least a half a step behind. Kasi kung harap-harapan, there's no way that he can score over a much taller McCaskill.
And he was unable to score the bonus free throw. Kaya nananatili, dalawa pa rin itong lamang na Magnolia. Getaway move here to Lodi Tugade. Biglang nakawala sa bantay.
A nice pick set up there for Lodi Tugade. He's happy about that. Lordy Tugade is sliding in.
Slowly but surely, he's picking up on his ball game. Ito si Lordy Tugade, only had 4 back in the first half.
Well, you see that his teammates are setting him up, and that's the key to getting your offense back on track.
Ngayon, meron siyang 10 puntos. Well, he scored 10 points in the fourth quarter back in game 1. Brandon Dean. Nabagnot. 5-second shot clock here. Nick Velasco from the corner. Oh! Hindi naman, gilid ng board. The problem is, hindi tumama sa ring yun. So shot clock continues to wind down. Naubos. Shot clock violation pa laban sa Coca-Cola Tigers.
Well, yung sinasabi natin about Brandon Dean, that he needs to be more aggressive in going strong to the basket. We have not seen any penetration at all from Brandon Dean, except one time when he was blocked by McCaskill. He now goes back to the bench. That time with 6 seconds to go, he had the ball and he opted to pass. So nawala na yung confidence sa opensa as far as Brandon Dean is concerned.
In the meantime, Mike Cortez trying to shake off his defenders. Kung sino-sino na bumabantay rito kay Mike Cortez. Grabe, hindi mahula kung saan siya pupunta eh. But somehow, eto.
That's last touch, Mike Cortez. So nakakuha ng turnover ang Coca-Cola.
A little while there. Mike Cortez, eh, parang nalilito niya yung kanyang mga defenders. Anyway, Coca-Cola. Sa kanilang opensa ngayon, they're just down by 5 here. Mark Makapagal. They go to Jason Dixon. Jason Dixon, pagpihit. Butata, may foul. Makaskill?
Number 4, Dorian Pena.
No, si Dorian Peña.
And that
That
could
will
be
be it. Para kay Dorian Peña.
That's right. 6 fouls on Dorian Peña. Eh, dapat po hindi na tumulong si Peña. I thought McCaskill had the situation under control.
Who knows, but this guy who had 11 points in the third quarter, that paved the way for him to get back on the floor. Para sa Magnolia, of course, we're talking about Danny Ildefonso.
Unsung hero here in this rally. Now with Dorian Peña out of the game, Coach Shotang Vincent has to gamble on Mark Pingris and sit down Lordy Tugade to make room also for Don Tiveros checking in for Wesley Gonzalez. So those are key additions. Tugade has been their big scorer the last few possessions. He now has to sit down.
Offensive foul na itawag kay Mark Pingris, so they lost an opportunity to score here, although they're leading just by 3.
And Pingris acknowledging he was guilty of that foul. So another opportunity for Coca-Cola to come back. And again, si Coach Pinky Fabi is pulling out both his imports and going all Filipino. This is a very crucial stage in the game.
Big risk.
Oh, you can see that Coach Pinky has a lot of confidence in his locals.
That's confidence for Alex Gabagnot with a DM press to tie the count on the back. Score tied at 79 all, and Van Heusen is the shirt of choice for the power dressers. Van Heusen dresses up the modern man endowed with distinction and a clear-cut sense of style. Van Heusen, best dress shirt. Kani-kanina lamang Alex Gabagnot tie the count. 79 all, Alex Gabagnot has 11. Makaskill. Akubando Tiveros. Nope. And Gabagnot takes care of the rebound. He brings it down para sa Coca-Cola Tigers. Magnolia already in the penalty. Coca-Cola 3 team fouls here in the fourth. But Magnolia is leading the series. Alex Gabagnot firing away another DM press. 14 in the ball game. Back with the lead. Coca-Cola Tigers 82-79.
And how important is outside shooting for Coca-Cola? Back-to-back three-pointers for Alex Gabagnot.
And he is actually making things better here para sa Coca-Cola Tigers to consider their imports but sitting on the bench. Jason Dixon and Brandon Dean.
That is a split personal.
Nandito po kami sa Inara Center, San Antipolo City. Benji Santiago, Kinito Henson, Dominic Uy, Peaches Aberin. Dito sa Inara Center, ang Coca-Cola is 2-0 in this conference. 0-2 naman in this conference ang Magnolia. So let's see, this is Coca-Cola leading by 3, 82-79. But as what we have told you, Magnolia is leading in this series 1-0. Best of 3. They go inside to Asi Taulava. Out to Nick Velasco, who fires from long distance. Dope. Battle for the rebound. Asi Taulava getting it back. Goes with a shot. Wala. Telan. Pingris. Battling it out for the rebound.
Two rebounding forwards, Telan at saka si Mark Pingris, having a go at it. Si Pingris ang bumaksak doon. Hard fall.
Once again. Look at that.
Oh, that was a takedown. And possibly a second motion on the part of Mark Telan. Huh?
Oh,
At nakita natin, very clearly, Pingris out-jumped Mark Telan. Looks like a technical foul. Yes, tama yung sinabi natin.
Exactly.
There was a second motion.
So si Olsen Rosella titira ng technical free throw, and Mark Pingris is still looking at his elbow here. Hard on the floor, he went down, but
Rosella missing.
Oh, mintis yung technical free throw. So 4:22 remaining here. Tatlo ang lamang ng Coca-Cola Tigers. They're trying to tie the series. And this is a jump ball between Mark Pingris and Mike Telan. Tapik, too strong. Rosella saving it, going to McCaskill.
Hustle play by Rosella, making up for that missed free throw on the technical.
Ito ngayon, Rosella. Ontiveros has it. They go inside to McCaskill. McCaskill, baka score kaya ito. Nabitiwan ang bola, napunta kay Danny Ildefonso. 2 seconds. Olsen Rosella forced to good to take a shot. Di pa lang pumasok. Shot clock violation.
Very tentative on the offense ng Magnolia, but you have to give credit to the defense ng Coke.
So with 3:53 remaining, nasayang yung opportunity para rito sa panig ng Magnolia.
I thought Coca-Cola played excellent defense on McCaskill, took away his shot.
Alex Cabagdon. He's got 14 in the ball game, 2 of 5 from the three-point area.
That's a 2-3 zone formation now by Magnolia.
Shot clock, 5 seconds for Coke. Cabagdon going to Mark Macapagal. Block by Olsen Rosella. Shot clock violation called against the Coca-Cola Tigers. Bira natin makita, Olsen Rosella going for the shot block.
That's right, he saved the play for Magnolia that time. Well, alam din ng Magnolia na titira sa labas ang Coca-Cola because they had no chance of putting the ball inside with that zone defense.
Pingris going to Ontiveros. McCaskill, Amal McCaskill laban kay Jason Dixon. McCaskill having some problems, diving with a loose ball. Mark Macapagal, great hustle play here for the Tigers. Alex Cabagdon has it.
That's 2 straight good defensive efforts on the part of Coca-Cola against McCaskill.
But a risky pass.
Oh, looks like a flagrant here could be against Danny Ildefonso. Nabundol si Macapagal. That's very crucial. That's 2:55 to go. Coca-Cola ahead by 3.
So with 2 minutes and 55 remaining, a 3-point lead para sa Coca-Cola Tigers. So flagrant foul, penalty 1 on Danny Ildefonso, which means 2 free throws here for Mark Macapagal. Will he be shooting the free throw? So yes.
Now remember, the Tigers fighting for their lives. Matalo sila rito, they're out of it. Kung manalo sila rito, they forge a winner-take-all showdown on Friday.
A lone game. Dito rin niya gaganapin sa Inares Center, sa Antipolo.
Macapagal, missing 2 free throws. Oh my gosh.
I don't know if he was still shaken up after getting that elbow from Daniel Defonso. And those are crucial free throws.
That's coming from an 86.4% free throw shooter. He wasn't supposed to miss 2.
2 minutes and 45 to play in this ball game. Nick Velasco Tough shot. Nandun si Asi Taulama for the jump from Livingston. 12 the ball game. And Freddy Abuda. Ano nga ba yung nickname niya dati? This is a guy who now you see him now you don't. He can do everything. Yung turning garbage into gold. He's always everywhere.
The scavenger.
The scavenger, yes! Welcome back. At ito, nanonood nga siya ng laro rito. Of course, he played a lot of his playing days para sa panig na itong San Miguel franchise na ito, ito Magnolia, no?
Nagkaroon din siya for Coca-Cola.
Yes! Yun nga yun. Mike Cortez with a 3-on-plus big basket!
And look at the combination that Coach Shota Kinsen has on the floor. 3-point gunners. Cortez, Tugade, Don Tiveros.
Asi, outside to Mike Makapagal. Nope, kumalog lumabas. Tapos kilo dito Tugade, Mike Cortez has it. Ating outlast 2 minutes. Upit sa inyo ng outlast maintenance. Rebound, restart agad. Can't get a 3-pointer. Kamagnot steals the ball away from Makaskil. Kamagnot. 84-82, they go inside to Jason Dixon. Dixon on double team, forces a shot and it's in! It has been a struggle here in the second half para kay Jason Dixon. But when they needed the much needed baskets, they went to him and he's carrying a lot on his shoulders, offensively and defensively. It's like he's completely trying to forget whatever happened back in game 1 when he only had 6 points.
And that should be the mindset. At yung 3-point shot.
Hey! Coca-Cola Dallas knocks it down. The press.
Ito yung sinasabi natin yung kombinasyon ni Coach Shota Kinsen. A lot of gunners on the floor, but they need to play defense.
Asi Taulava laban kay Mark Fingers. He's playing the outside. Mark Makapagal laban kay Don Tiveros. Kamagnot firing away from long distance. Oh, yes! The press! Umuulan na naman ang tres. In the fourth quarter, 17 in the ball game para kay Alex Kamagnot. He is a strong that's being put to the test by Coca-Cola. Kenneth Dorendes ay nakasibilan to win the series. And of course, Coca-Cola did that back in 2003 Reinforced Conference, best of 3. They went up against Red Bull. They lost game 1. They went on to win the series and eventually winning the championship.
That's the second half part there, no? Coca-Cola, that's a check mark para sa kanila. 25 points from the perimeter as against 17 for the Beverage Masters. Translated to 3-pointers. 7 3-pointers scored by Coca-Cola sa second half against only 5 for Magnolia.
Well, eto may steal ang Magnolia. With 39 seconds remaining. Hold on to your seats, folks.
A very easy steal there because yung sinasabi natin kanina, no? If you play stationary kind of offense, the defense is going to collapse on you and pick up the pass because they can anticipate.
Shot clock down to 5. Tanga ni Wesley Gonzalez. Wesley puts it up for a 3. Yes! The press! Galing kay Wesley Gonzalez.
Unbelievable shot by Wesley Gonzalez, and now Magnolia's up by 1.
A lot in the shoulders of this big import of Coca-Cola Tigers as Jason Dixon and Wesley Gonzalez. How about that? 6 points all in the second half. And that last basket of his totally changed the complexion of the ball game somehow. Right now, Magnolia is leading.
Now, big defensive effort coming up here from Magnolia. But Coca-Cola has a lot of scoring options. They can go to Dixon, and this man has been hot.
Alex Kamagnot pressing the jumper. Nick Velasco gets the rebound. Off to Ronjay Benefe. Benefe firing away. Yes! 7.2 seconds on the clock.
And the rookie with a clutch basket.
The rookie has
Yung mga
been
hindi
given
inaasahan, yun namang pumupuhol in the home stretch.
Wesley sa Magnolia. Ronjay para sa Coca-Cola. Can you believe this? A lot of the shoulders, a lot of responsibility to be taken care of by a rookie, Ronjay Benefe. 7.2 seconds ang natitira. Ball will still go back para sa
Gordy! Gordo, take the ball out! Okay! Switch it! Just like how we practice it! Mike, curve! Got that! I'm out, you pop out, you get the ball! Gordy, curve! Got that! Daniel, pop out, get the ball!
get the ball to Mike. Okay. Okay, okay. Watch it pass to Mike. Your ball screening. Two guys, Amal and Daniel. Okay. Daniel. Okay. Mike. Two ball screens. If he comes in. But Mike, I want you to attack. Amal, you got here. Rodney, spread out. Hold on. 7 seconds. 7 seconds.
That's a long time, 7 seconds. Ang plano ni Coach Shotang Kinsen is not to post McCaskill to make him move out. Here's a situational sub here for Coca-Cola. Benefe sitting down. And take a look at the game reset.
No more
Both teams in a
timeouts.
penalty, yes.
Para sa huwag gagamitin pera.
But Coach Shotang Kinsen is planning right here.
Eto, para sa bright notes for Coke, Asi Taulava. Of course, 20 in game 1. Down to 12 here in game 2. Nick Velasco, 11. Ron J. Buenafe, 9. Well, still somehow the balance scoring still stays para rito sa panig ng Coca-Cola Tigers. They have a 1-point lead. Right now, they'll be concentrating on defense.
Benji, I just want to make a correction here, no? Because Coca-Cola has already fouled once in the last 2 minutes. They are in the penalty.
Oh, yes.
Even if they have not hit the 5-minute mark.
Union rules that.
Oh,
So
here's
they
the
made a
foul.
foul. They made a foul right now.
Now, it's very crucial. Masasabi lang natin, Coke is in the penalty.
So it's only their first team foul under the
Now,
red mark.
apparently he's not. Apparently they're not in the penalty. So we've been given the wrong information here.
Okay. Well, I was already making mention na wala pa sa penalty Coca-Cola Tigers.
Okay,
Okay, ngayon nasa
I'll
penalty
make the
na.
double correction now. Wala sa penalty.
Bundle at the Velas for 3!
And Coca-Cola will win this game and survive.